What's up, you guys? Welcome back. So I am currently in Florida right now, which is why my background is a little different, but I wanted to do today's video because there have been so many new releases of new products, and I'm like, I cannot possibly wait till I get home. Like, I need to do these reviews right now and test out this stuff for you guys and let you know if it's good, if it's worth your money, or if it's not. Always at the beginning of the new year, I feel like we always see so many new products launching, so I'm really excited. Today's video is gonna be more like the higher end stuff that's newer that's come out. A lot of this stuff has gone really viral already, so I'm definitely interested to see if it's actually worth your money. And then I'm also gonna do a second video where I do like a bunch of new drugstore makeup that just recently launched as well. So stay tuned for that one too. But for today, we have some really good stuff. We have the very viral new Makeup by Mario foundation. We have new Rare Beauty, new Charlotte Tilbury, so many exciting things. So without further ado, we are gonna go ahead and get to testing this stuff out and seeing if it's good or if it's not. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, my skin is already primed. We are ready to jump right on in with foundation. Now, this is the new Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. I have this in the shade 10C. Now, the initial thing about this when I ordered it, because I ordered this online, and it is, when it came in, I was like, oh my goodness, because can you guys see all that? Even like back here, like it just looks crazy. It looks like glitter, it's mica technically, but definitely just looks like the foundation is full of like glitter sparkliness that we're gonna put on our face. So it's definitely interesting. I did actually try this once already, and I'm interested to try it again and really formulate my thoughts with you guys. I'm gonna apply and show you at the same time. So I'm gonna do 2 pumps right now just onto my beauty sponge and apply to the skin. It blends super flawlessly. The shade that I got matches pretty well, like to my neck. Obviously it's not matching my actual face. You all know my actual face is normally a lot lighter than the rest of my body, but it does blend really nicely and it looks really pretty on the skin. Keep in mind, I have dry skin, so I like a glowy look to my skin. It doesn't like scare me or anything because my skin isn't oily, so I don't mind glowy like foundation products and stuff on my skin. And a lot of the mica, or what looks like a glitter in the foundation, doesn't necessarily translate onto the skin. Like, it just looks really glowy. But because of the glowiness, as the day goes on, it definitely does emphasize texture a little bit more than like a typical matte foundation would, or just a natural finish foundation would. And it definitely kind of seeps into any little like creases or cracks in your skin and kind of highlight my imperfections, which is what I didn't love about it. It didn't look terrible. I'll put a picture up on the screen here after I wore it for about 8 to 9 hours of what it looked like. It did wear pretty well. Like, it stayed even and everything on my skin. I just didn't love the emphasis that it made on the texture. So I'm glad that in today's video, we're kind of doing not necessarily a first impressions, more so like a review of it, because I did my first impressions, and I think my first impression of it is that I do like it, you know, because it does look good when you first blend it, but it's definitely not going to be like a holy grail foundation for myself personally. I just feel like there are foundations that still give a pretty glowy, not super mattified look to the skin that wear better, that don't emphasize texture and imperfections in the skin as much as this one does. And I feel as though if you have oily skin, you're gonna hate this, honestly. Unless you have oily skin and you don't mind looking super dewy, then maybe you'll like it. But if you don't really like your skin to look glowy and shiny, you're not gonna like this. But if you really like glowy skin, it could be a good option for you, especially if you are blessed with like non-textured, really nice skin. You'll probably love it. For myself personally, like I said, not a product that I hate, a product that I will use. Like, I'm not going to exchange it or anything like that. Like, I am going to keep this product. I'll use it from time to time, but it's not gonna be like a holy grail favorite for me. And that's kind of my thoughts on the product. These clips always falling out of my hair. All right, so that's my thoughts on that. Next product I'm really excited about. Have not tried this, so this is gonna be full first impression. This is the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener. I have this in the shade light medium. This looks really cool. So it's like a metal tip applicator, which sounds amazing because I feel like it'll really help on the under eyes to kind of like depuff. So I'm gonna apply it to one of my under eyes. I guess I don't really know exactly how to apply it, so you only really get like a little dot like that. So I'm gonna just do a couple dots, and I'm gonna go in and blend it out so we can see the brightness that it gives us. Oh, wow. Okay, Selena. This is really nice. I gotta say, this is probably one of the favorite under eye brighteners I've ever tried, because it's not, so many under eye brighteners, they're like thicker, and then I feel like if I go in with a concealer on top of them, it's just way too cakey, where this one really did brighten up my under eye. Like, you can definitely see this eye is a lot brighter than this one is, but it's so lightweight, it feels like I have nothing on there. Like, it almost feels just like it's like an eye cream or something, and it definitely feels hydrating on the under eye. So I really really like this. I'm the type of person where I'm still gonna go over with concealer because it doesn't give you a ton of coverage. It's just more so brightness. So I will still use concealer, but I feel like, I guess I can go in and apply it to my other eye now that we saw the before and after. But I feel like with this, I'm not gonna be scared to go in with concealer and have it turn out to be like this cakey mess, and it'll be fine. If you just wear like lighter makeup, or maybe if it's just like during the week, during the day or something, and I'm not doing like a fuller glam look, I would totally just wear this on its own. Or also on like no foundation days, if you just wanna pop this on your under eyes for a little brightness, would be really pretty. So definitely I feel like a multi-use product. Wow. It just blends like a dream and morphs into the skin really, really nicely. Definitely really, really like this. Very, very pretty. We look nice, bright, and awake, which is what I like. I'm gonna just go in with a little concealer, like I said, to get that fuller coverage, and we can see how it layers. This is the Kosas Brightening Concealer, so we're really going for the brightening aspect today. I do feel like you can use less concealer when using that though, because it does do a lot of brightness on its own. And then you can kind of just go in with the concealer to conceal out like any dark spots. Dang, this combo might be like my new favorite. Ooh, okay. We are looking pretty dang good. Okay, next product, if you guys watched, I believe it was my last video that you guys will have seen, which where I was testing viral TikTok products, maybe like 2 videos ago. I tried this. So this is a new product. I have already tried it and showed you guys this on my channel, but I wanted to use it today since it is a new product that I have been loving. It's the Tarte Sculpt Tape Contour. I really, really like this. I've been using this so much more than any of my other like liquid contours. I have it in the shade Warm Bronze. So this obviously is quite similar to the Charlotte Tilbury contour one. I mean, basically exact same packaging, all that. And it just blends like an absolute dream. Why I like this one better, because I do like the Charlotte Tilbury contour one, but this one I like a lot better because the shade is a lot more flattering for me. These shades do tend to pull warmer on the Tarte one, where the Charlotte Tilbury is more cool toned. There's also 4 or 5 shades in the Tarte, where in Charlotte Tilbury there's only 2 shades, so there's a lot more shade options in the Tarte. And while typically for a contour we want a more cool toned shade, I think on my skin personally, a little bit more of the warm tone shade looks more flattering, so I personally just like the shade better, and there is a larger shade range of options. And it's about $5 cheaper, so it is a little bit cheaper too, but I have been absolutely loving it. It blends so, so nicely. I love the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer as well, but this one, honestly, I think I like even more, which is crazy because I use the Breezy Cream like pretty much every day since it came out, but this one is really, really nice. You can't get it everywhere just yet. I think they like launched it on QVC, and then they do have it on Tarte's website though, so you can order it on Tarte's website. As always, you guys know you can use code Kelly, which will get you 15% off of your entire order on Tarte's website, so you can use it on that if you'd like to, or like I said, I believe it's available on QVC, but it has been a go-to product for me. I really, really like it. I feel like Tarte has definitely stepped it up in like 2022 and now into 2023. They've really like embraced, I feel like, kind of the shift in makeup and have created some really beautiful products, so I have been loving them and loving that. Okay, also new from Tarte, this I have not tried yet. This is the Shape Tape Glow Bar. So basically it is a powder like trio. I swatched this one because I was like, are these highlighters and a bronzer? Like, what are these? So they're actually technically, I believe, supposed to be like setting powders. Like there's a lighter one, which I'm gonna try and use to set my under eyes. I'm gonna try and use this one to set all over my face, and then this one as kind of like a bronzy glow to kind of bronze up areas of my face, and we're gonna see how it works. Because they're not really highlights. They're more like glowy translucent powder, so I thought it'd be good to test it out with the Makeup by Mario, because obviously that's super glowy too, and see what it all looks like. So like I said, I'm gonna go in with this lightest one here first. This is the one that I swatched, and I'm gonna set my under eyes with this. Okay, pretty. Not adding a ton of brightness, like we already have a lot of brightness on our under eyes. This isn't necessarily like adding any brightness or anything to it, just kind of like setting it down and mattifying it a little bit more, which is fine. I just typically, when I go with my under eye powders, I like something that adds brightness, but not bad, not too shabby. All right, now let me grab a powder brush. I'm gonna go in with the center one now. These are definitely very powdery. When I press my brush in, so much powder like poofs off of them, which is interesting. It does set the makeup well though, without making you look super like matte. Also, I feel like the sun is like going off of this thing and going onto me, and I feel like I look super orange in this video, so I'm really hoping that I don't look crazy, but the sun is like going down and it's, I feel like, making me look very orangey, but I promise it doesn't actually look like that. Let's go in with a little bit of the bronzer one. Yeah, see, do you see how powdery that is when I press my brush in there? Yeah, so I don't, although it's pretty, I feel like I won't reach for this that often because it's definitely messy. The bronzer is actually really pretty though. I just wish they weren't so super powdery. It did set the face pretty nice though. I do have to give it that. I do not have any new brow products to try, so I'm gonna go in and just do my brows real quick, and then we're gonna go in with a new mascara. All right, I just went in and curled my lashes. Now for mascara, I'm about to put y'all on something that has not gone viral yet that I really think is going to go viral. This is so good. This is brand new. This is from Give Beauty, which is Gwen Stefani's beauty brand. At Sephora, I think when they first launched, they just did lip products. Then they added some eyeshadow products. This is their first mascara, and it is the Can't Stop Staring mascara. Now, I got the chance to actually try this before it launched because I partner with them, like full disclosure, I partner with them on a TikTok. That has nothing to do with this video. They're not sponsoring this video, anything like that. This video is not sponsored in any way, but I got to try this before it launched and I was like, oh my goodness. And I could not wait till it launched so I could like talk about it more because it's so good. The wand isn't anything like spectacular. It's basically just a regular wand, and then it does have like a little ball on the end. And so basically how I use it is I go in, just apply like a regular mascara and like coat my lashes really good with it. I'll normally do like 1 to 2 coats, just like I would any other mascara, just regularly applying it, which it already looks really nice, like on my lashes. But then I go in with the little ball part and like get all the little tips of the lashes and kind of go over it with that. And it just makes my lashes look so good and long and separated. And what I like is because it's like a lighter weight mascara, it doesn't weigh down my lashes as much as other mascaras can. Because sometimes like my lashes look really good when I first do them, and then about an hour, 2 hours later, they're just like back to being kind of straight again. Where with this mascara, I've noticed I feel like my lashes keep their curl better because it feels really lightweight on my lashes. So I've really been loving this, and it's definitely my favorite product that they have come out with so far. I'm like, dang, this is really, really good. And I feel like Gwen is so known for her lips. And like, I do really like their red liquid lipstick is always like my go-to red, but this is really, really good. So definitely wanted to mention that because normally I am very much a drugstore girly when it comes to mascaras, and I still absolutely love my drugstore staples. You guys know Milani Anti-Gravity, Sky High Mascara from Maybelline, love those two. There's a couple more too that I love from the drugstore, but this one is really, really nice as well. So definitely wanted to mention it, except for the fact that I get it all over my lid. Now I'm trying to clean that up. I'm like, I'll wait for it to dry a little bit more. So this is the only product that I had new like for the eyes to test out, but I still have a lot of other face products that I'm really excited about. So next one is this Glamazon face palette from Tarte. And so in here you get a bronzer, 2 kind of blushes, and a highlight. Now I have like 12 highlights too, so we're not gonna use the highlight today. Or maybe actually I'll use the highlight and apply it to my inner corners. Ooh, okay, pretty. And I'll do it beneath my brow bone so we can at least see the highlight. But I have a lot of highlights. We have new Rare Beauty highlights, new Charlotte Tilbury highlights. So we are set on the highlighters today, but this one's very, very pretty. Kind of like a goldeny highlight. I love face palettes like this, especially when traveling, because you can kind of just grab and bring one of these and then you have everything that you need instead of having to bring like individual products. So, and even just in daily life, it's easy to grab one palette, have everything basically that you need. So I'm gonna go with the bronzer now. It does have a little bit of glitter in it, so I would say more of a bronzer for the skin than necessarily a contour. I feel like I looked so orangey because of this dang sun. I have my light here though, but I feel like the sun is making my skin look super orange. I promise it's not, but it's just like the sun is orangey, obviously. This bronzer actually looks pretty though. Like, I don't mind a bronzer with a little bit of a sheen to it, and I think it does look really nice. For the blush, there's one that is like super shimmery and then one that's a little bit more matte. I'm just gonna mix my brush into both of them, and we're just gonna try that. Like, a little mixaroo and apply to the cheeks. Ooh, okay, wait, I really like this palette. And this one is way less powdery than this one that we used before, the setting powder palette. So this one I definitely like much, much more, and looks really, really pretty. And they give a really pretty like sheen to the skin. I like that. We are very glowy and dewy today with all these products. That's definitely a makeup trend that I think is here to stay in 2023. We definitely saw it really come to life in 2022. And based on all the product launches, I'm thinking glowy skin is here to stay, which I do like. All right, very, very pretty. I like this palette a lot, actually. That was really nice. All right, now for these highlights, we are gonna basically put them both to the test. So I have new Rare Beauty highlight. I have this one in the shade Exhilarate. It looks absolutely stunning. I can't wait to try it. I have really been a big fan of Rare Beauty products, and I do have the new brush as well, which is like shedding a little bit. A little strange, but we got her to try. And we have the new Charlotte Tilbury. This one is the Glow Guide Face Architect. This one is in the shade Pillow Talk. I did swatch this and it looks stunning. They do look a bit different. I'm gonna swatch them on my fingers. Ooh, The Rare Beauty, do you see, I mean the Pillow Talk one, like this whole thing just like completely turns. Don't love that. That is Pillow Talk, swatch my finger. Now let's do Rare Beauty. Okay, yeah, so two completely different colors. Pillow Talk, much more pinky undertones. Rare Beauty, definitely more golden, like undertones. But we're gonna apply them both and see. So I'm gonna do Rare Beauty first. Gonna get some of my brush, go in. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, you guys know I love to glow. I love a good highlight. This is like on another level. This might be the glowiest highlight I've ever tried in my life. Are you kidding? Like they can 1000% see me from not even planet Mars, like planet Pluto at this point. Or actually, isn't Pluto not a planet anymore? Y'all know what I mean. Okay, honestly, oh my goodness, just so pretty. And I feel like when I look straight on, you can see it still, but it doesn't look like weird. Sometimes highlighters, when you look straight on, they can look like weird when they're super, super glowy. Like this one, you can kind of just see like, whoa, the side of her face is glowing out of this world. Wow, if you like to glow, you are gonna love that. Okay, Charlotte has a tough act to follow. Let me get a different brush, so we don't like cross-contaminate. All right, let's go in with Charlotte. I don't like that it's like moving I don't love that that moves in the pan, but go in. Oh my goodness, dang. Oh my gosh, these are two of the glowiest highlighters I've ever tried ever. I'm not even kidding. These are so glowy and so pretty. I don't even know, they're both stunning. Like I can't even know if I can say which one I like better because they're both so pretty. Obviously, again, the shade is slightly different on them. Pillow Talk has much more of like the pinky undertone to it, where the Rare Beauty one is much more of a golden undertone. They do both come in a variety of different colors though. These are just the two that I had, but both are absolutely stunning. You cannot go wrong with either of these highlights. If you like to glow, you will absolutely love either of them. Oh my goodness, like what? I feel like the Rare Beauty one is almost like iridescent. Like it literally just like turns colors like the rainbow when the light hits it. Y'all know my heart is like screaming at this. I love it because I love highlights. Wow, these are so pretty. All right, I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of the Charlotte down my nose. Absolutely stunning. Like I said, you cannot go wrong with either of these. Beyond beautiful, like beyond. And last but not least, I don't think this is new, but this is the Rare Beauty Lip Souffle, which I know those have been out for a long time. This is in the shade Elevate. I don't think I've used Elevate before. So I'm just gonna go in with this on my lips because I don't have anything new. It was mostly complexion products that I had new stuff for. So I'll just do a little nude lip. I feel like the look we did though is super like natural, you know, with this much makeup on. Natural, but very like glowy, which I do live for, and I feel like is really gonna set the tone for a lot of makeup trends in 2023. Like I said, I think glowy skin and products and stuff are still very much gonna be the move this year. This shade is really, really pretty, but that is everything, you guys. I hope this video was helpful for you. Just wanted to try out a lot of the new super viral products that I have seen so far. Like I said, I am gonna do like a full face of a bunch of new drugstore makeup too. I know e.l.f. has a bunch of new stuff out. I wanna try that new NYX like blur product. Let me know any other products that you have your eye on, whether it be high-end or drugstore, that you would love to see a review on. I can definitely add it to a upcoming video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll link everything that we used down below, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.